my fellow makeup enthusiasts, welcome back to my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. My name is Lainey and today I'm going to be talking about my 2018 turds. Now when I say turd, that is just the word that I use for a makeup product that looked like shit on me. It doesn't mean that I hate the brand, obviously. It doesn't even necessarily mean that I think that the product is bad. It means that it did not work for me. You guys know the disclaimer. You've watched 1,000,001 of these videos. You know that I'm not just talking shit to be talking shit. I'm just sharing with you the products that did not work for me. Number one, the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I know, I talked about it in a previous video. Many of you agreed with me. Thank you for making me feel less alone, but it didn't work for me. I used it a couple of different times. I used it with a couple of different foundations, and one time I tried to just use the silk canvas alone, and I put some finishing powder over it. My skin just looked worse. Every time I used the silk canvas, my skin looked a little bit worse than it looked with nothing at all. Also, it gave me a couple of very painful blind pimples. If you don't know what a blind pimple is, that's a pimple that doesn't have a whitehead, so you can't squeeze it, and it just sits there, and you can barely see it, but you can feel it, and it hurts like hell. Yeah, that's what I got from that thing. So, obviously, it works for a lot of people. I hear so many glowing reviews of that on YouTube. It didn't work for me. And in the interest of bringing a bit of positivity to an otherwise rather negative video, I want to tell you some good things about Tatcha. My current favorite Tatcha product is the Indigo Soothing Rice Enzyme Powder, and you can still buy this on the Barney's website, but I can't find it on Sephora. I can't even find this particular product on the Tatcha website unless they have changed the name and changed the packaging. But this is just the regular rice enzyme powder, although it's the Indigo Soothing version, so this is really good for sensitive skin. I use this every night. I don't know why. I've never gone in for a full size because I keep repurchasing the little baby one over and over and over, and now I'm gonna have to go in for a full size from Barney's. Granted, it's the same price, it's $65, because I love this so much. So there's nothing bad that I have to say about Tatcha as a whole. I just don't like the silk canvas. Why am I punctuating every single segment that I film with "stop that now"? The next product that was a big fat fail for me in 2018 was the Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid. I was really excited to try this. Let me read the description to you. A sheer, weightless, oil-free fluid that cancels out dullness, illuminates any darkness, and retouches fading makeup without caking or creasing. Now, I will say that it did not cake or crease. I will say that it added pimples. And these were not the blind pimples like I got from the Tatcha Silk Canvas. These were nasty, whitehead, teenage acne, classic pimples. And I almost never get those. But after a couple of days of using that, pimples, And I thought that it sounded so brilliant. On a lot of days, I don't wear foundation at all. And so I thought that this would be a great thing. It would be lightweight. It wouldn't feel heavy on my face. I hate anything that feels heavy on my face. And, you know, just throughout the day, touch up a little bit. I thought it would be beautiful. No. The third product on my list of 2018 disappointments. Let's say disappointment instead of turd. I think that that's much more diplomatic. So the third product on the list of 2018 disappointments is the MAC Fluidline in the shade Macro Violet. And I think that the shade is important because I'm pretty sure that the other shades work better, because they always looked at me really funny at the MAC counter when I asked for Macro Violet. They're like, really? Not whatever the black shade is. They always wanted me to buy the black shade. But no, I wanted purple. I love purple eyeliner. It's not pigmented. It wears off like that. I will say that the application is pretty easy, but what's going down on your eyelid is fuck all. And I'm kicking myself for not taking pictures of it, but I'm pretty sure that that product was something that I tried at a time when I wasn't really filming any videos. Life was crazy, but I needed purple eyeliner, and that sounded great, and I bought it. And I did think there's gonna come a time when I'm going to be doing YouTube videos, and I want to tell people how bad this particular shade of this product is. But I neglected to take the picture. Next up is a hair product by a brand that is relatively new to me. It's called Good Dye Young. Now, I really like this brand. Their semi-permanent hair colors are amazing. I have been using this brand, and I've also been using Arctic Fox to give my hair kind of an orange, bright orange tint. I recently colored it with a salon hair color, and I don't like the color very much, so I'm gonna go back to this. So this brand is really good, but they have another product called Poser Paste. Now, I can see that working for certain people. If your hair is really fine, if your hair is really short, if your hair is naturally colored, I can see that working pretty well for you. It did not work for me. At the time, my hair was a lot more vibrant than it is right now, and it will soon be vibrant again. This color is just bringing me down. My gosh. Anyway, at the time when I used the product, my hair was a very vibrant orangey red. And when I put the product on, I used a purple. Actually, I used pink and blue combined to make a purple. And it barely showed up. It didn't exactly make my hair crunchy, but it made it sticky and just tangled, and that is kind of to be expected from a colored paste. I really found it objectionable. I would not use it again. If you have super thick, super long, and already color treated hair, I would not recommend this product. But if you have short, fine, naturally colored hair, it might work great for you. Next up, we have the Dry Bar High Tops Self Grip Rollers. Okay, first of all, self grip my ass. I had to pin them in. They're fairly big rollers. I was thinking that they were gonna give me that big, bouncy, beautiful Victoria's Secret model type look. I had to pin them, which I don't mind as long as the product doesn't claim to be self grip. I can understand really, really fine hair falling out or having the roller fall out of really, really fine hair, but my hair is coarse. It is coarse as hell. So there's no excuse for them not being self-grip with hair like mine. Secondly, they did not curl my hair. I remember putting them in around 7 a.m. and wearing them all day. I had to have my hair done by about 8 o'clock that night. When I took my hair down, it was not curled. It was barely even wavy. It was just kind of frizzy. I looked a little bit homeless. So yeah, I mean, they're cheap. I think they're about $10 for a set. I had to buy 2 sets, so 20 bucks, no big deal. But honestly, those little sponge rollers that you can get at the drugstore work way better than these that I bought at Sephora. So I don't have them, I took them back. But I do have a decent product from Dry Bar here somewhere. The Prep Rally Detangler. This works pretty well. I like my Oribe detangler better. So I used this until I discovered the Oribe, and then I pretty much married the Oribe, so I haven't been reaching for this, but it works really well. This is a good detangler. So I have nothing against Dry Bar. I just did not like those rollers because they didn't work. They did not work at all. They did nothing that they claimed to do. Was that a shrug? No, I did not shrug. I did not shrug, I swear. And the second to the last thing that I have to mention hurts my heart so very much because one of my biggest disappointments in 2018 was the entire Christmas collection from Lush. Probably the one that I was most excited to try, and I'm sorry I don't remember their names because I forgot them immediately when I realized how much I disliked the scents. The little gingerbread man, this guy has powder inside, and it's also, I think, a massage bar. Oh, it doesn't smell good. It smells like a barnyard. And maybe somebody with a different olfactory bulb might really like the scent, but I don't. You know what gingerbread scent did impress me in 2018? This guy. Now, I'm going to be a basic bitch for a little bit and talk about Bath & Body Works, but the Spice Gingerbread Swirl Body Lotion from Bath & Body Works, I love this stuff. And again, somebody with a different olfactory bulb might not like it. I adore it. And this one was not a new release for 2018, but it was one that I missed out on in 2017, and I was very upset to have missed out on it. So I ordered this from the UK because they put their Christmas products out a little bit before the US does. And when I got it, it doesn't bother me as much as the gingerbread, but it doesn't smell like pear. It smells a little bit like bug spray to me. But it's still so cute. I still want to put it in my soap dish, but I don't want to use it because I don't want to smell it. And then the disco ball, was I the most excited about this? No, I was definitely the most excited for the gingerbread man, but this one I was super excited to try. I haven't tried it yet just because I really dislike the scent, and sometimes Lush products smell better in the bath than they do just sniffing them dry. So I am going to try this, but it smells like poison. I don't like the way it smells. And I thought maybe it was just my package. There was something contaminated about my package. I didn't know. So I went to the store and I picked them up, and they smelled just as bad to me. They smelled bad to me in the store. So it's so cute. I mean, I'll totally film it I won't film myself naked taking a bath, but I'll film the bath water. So comment down below, tell me if you tried anything from Lush this holiday season, and tell me if you thought it smelled funky and then you put it in the bathtub and it smelled nice, because I will try it. So I want to know what to expect. And now for the most gigantic, disgusting, reeking, icky pile of shit from 2018. And I have no problem saying that these things are truly total turds. The Ardell Magnetic Lashes. I've bitched about these in videos before, but let me tell you a little bit more about them. They are crap. They are absolute crap. So I ordered these from Beautylish. They are relatively inexpensive. I think they were $13, but they did not work. First of all, if you're like me, and I think most people do this, with your strip lashes, you trim them to fit your eye. You cannot trim them because they have magnets on them. Second of all, they don't work. You're supposed to put a bottom set of lashes and a top set of lashes, and the magnets hold them in place. Codswallop. No, it doesn't work. And now maybe the original magnetic lashes, I think that 1-2 Cosmetics made those, and I never bought them. I just never would go in for it because I don't mind lash glue. I don't find it burdensome to put on fake lashes. I actually enjoy it. I feel very proud of myself when I put them on, and they stay on fine. I rarely have problems with them. They rarely irritate my eyes. So I just never saw the point in spending almost $70 on a pair of lashes. Oh yeah, they're reusable. I can't remember how many times they claim that you can reuse them, but I can reuse my drugstore lashes at least like 8 to 10 times, at least. I will say, Ardell is great. I purchase them practically every time I go to the drugstore. I am incapable of going to the drugstore or the grocery store and not wandering down the lash aisle and just picking up a spare pair of lashes. And it's usually Kiss, but I have plenty of Ardell in my lash drawer, and I use them and I like them. They're a good brand. They're really good. But their magnetic lashes suck a bag of ass. And before I wrap it up for today, did you guys notice I have lighting and I have a background, kind of, sort of. It's not just bookcases. I like it in a way. I feel like it looks a little bit more professional, but in a way I don't like it because I don't have my kitties running around in the background. And I've got one right here and I have one right there, but you can't see them. And do you guys like to see the cats? Because if I were watching a video, I would want to see the cats. So comment down below and tell me, do you miss my cats? Anyway, I don't have a production assistant with me, so I'm just gonna sign off by myself. That wraps it up for today. As always, thank you so very much for stopping by. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. I will follow you back. Throw me a pity like, give me some encouragement to make some more videos. Very special shout out to you if you were watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, stay adorably obsessed with makeup.